What is up everyone, welcome back to another high-grade Gunpla review, and today I'll be taking a look at the very curious Gundam Kimaris Vidar. And straight away this mobile suit has got me wondering, is this half Kimaris and half Vidar, or just plain all Kimaris? Either way, I have to say that I'm pretty bummed that they did this to Vidar. That was a badass Gundam. First off, as for what's in the box, we've got a grand total of 5 runners. Besides the polycaps and the Gundam frame too, that means we have 3 brand new runners unique to this kit. As for stickers, this sheet isn't the biggest, but I have to say those big purple stickers there, they're not looking good. But anyway, let's put this thing together. And there is the kit out of the box and snapped together, and instantly my question is answered. The Vidar disguise is off, and for better or worse, Gundam Kimaris is back. And honestly, there's not a shred of Vidar to be seen anywhere. Outright ignoring the new two-tone color, especially that darker lower section, you can blatantly see that this fits right in as the 3rd evolution of Gundam Kimaris. So sadly, that does mean goodbye Vidar. I loved you.
If you love me, let me go.
Anywho, as far as the actual kit itself, I have to admit I thought at first that I would hate it, but I really don't. First off, the legs here aren't black, they're a dark brown, and the plastic has a very unique matte finish. This both looks and feels fantastic, and the panel lines on here have a strange, almost sharper than usual look to them. However, on the flip side, the plastic is a little harder to clean up as it marks very easily. Besides this, the model looks insanely good and has a bit of a nautical vibe to it. A seahorse kind of vibe, if you will. And what immediately jumps to my head is, if Poseidon had a Gundam, this would be it right here. Last up then, I'll mention the stickers. They're absolutely awful. The horse decals on the shields, they're pretty cool. They blend in quite well. But those ones there on the forearms are abominable. They're awful. They're so hard to put on, and they look terrible. That is probably the worst aspect about this kit. The color accuracy isn't that great. The forearms, not great. Those massive yellow parts underneath the side skirts don't look good at all. They're meant to be black, and just in general, the color accuracy isn't so great. But besides those color accuracy issues, everything about this looks and feels fantastic. So there's the Gundam Kimaris Vidar with everything that it comes with. First up is the sword, pretty standard, made up of one piece of that awesome soft dark brown plastic. When not in use, this can be stored here on the side skirts. A hand with the thumb extended for holding the lance. Next up then is the drill knee, which looks like a drill bit, and that can attach into the upper section of the knee, just like this, and this has to be one of the most unique Gundam weapons I have ever seen. And last then is the drill lance, which is in that brown once again as well as yellow. This is a pretty cool weapon because it can be used with the KEP bullets, which are stored in those shields that are attached to the backpack. These bullets can be removed from the shields and inserted into the lance, and using that bullet they can all connect together like this, which looks absolutely astounding. That looks so cool. So now moving on to the articulation, and again this is the Gundam frame 2, pretty much the same as the Gundam frame, and that means it is awesome. The armor doesn't get in the way of the head, the shoulders, the arms, the elbow bend is quite good, and the ball joint at the wrist is what you would expect. As for the waist, not much side to side, a little bit at the ball, but the real action really is the ab crunch front and back. But I will mention that the joints here are too weak to support that huge backpack, so you're gonna have to tighten those up. As for the side skirting armor, the front part moves up, side parts move around like this, that's slightly up and back to front. The back rear armor, that doesn't move at all. The legs, you can basically do the splits, not quite. There is the kick up to the front, not too much at the back because of that not moving rear skirt armor. The bend at the knee for such bulky legs is phenomenal. And you've got plenty of articulation down here at the ankle as well. And for those that are wondering, yes, it can stand flat on its feet. They can open up and stand on the ground like this. Last up is the backpack. I'm gonna take that off just to show you that, and as you can see that sticks onto the standard Gundam frame, so that means you'll probably be able to use it with most other Iron Blooded Orphan Gundam frames. And there is what you have with these sub arms on the back. We've got rotation there at this point, a double jointed bend down here. This part here can rotate. This section here, as you can see, can clip in there when you clip that out. We've got another hinge joint up here, a ball joint there. So basically you get all the movement you could possibly want out of this. That is pretty cool. So that is it for the review, and what can I say? I expected going into this that I wouldn't like this kit at all. I'm an absolute Gundam Vidar fanboy, so when they went back to the Kimaris, which I've never really been a huge fan of, I was a little bit disappointed. I know it serves a point in the plot, disguising the Kimaris as a different suit altogether, but I have to admit, the Vidar didn't get enough screen time, and I'm sad to see it go. Besides all that though, the kit itself is fantastic. I'm especially impressed by the brown plastic. Again, it marks quite easily, but it's easy enough to clean up. But it's such an awesome kind of high definition plastic. It's really soft to the touch, and the panel lines look absolutely exquisite on there. All in all, I have to say, out of the 3 forms of the Kimaris, of course that's the standard, the trooper, and this one here has to be my favorite. I guess if I have to mention any negative points, the color accuracy isn't the greatest. Those huge stickers suck, and there are large parts on the shield where it extends out, as well as underneath the skirting armor, that are very obviously not color accurate. But really, on the whole, all in all, this is a pretty solid kit, and I really like it. And definitely one that I would recommend. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to come back for more Gunpla reviews. See you next time.